Let's watch a full-length movie on YouTube with Mike Spiegelman. Let's watch a full-length movie on YouTube with Mike Spiegelman. You can watch if you want to. You can slap Spiegelman's behind. LWAFLMNOYT on Mutiny Radio. Mutiny.
Mutiny! It's pronounced mutiny. Mutiny! It's pronounced mutiny. Mutiny! Oh, my turnoffs are guys who say mutiny. Mutiny? Well, let's watch a full-length movie on YouTube with
Mike Spiegelman. Mike Spiegelman. Oh, Mike Spiegelman. Mike Spiegelman. Oh, Mike Spiegelman. Hey! Mike Spiegelman. Mike Spiegelman. Mike Spiegelman. Mike Spiegelman.
LWAFLMOYT. It's Let's Watch a Full-Length Movie on YouTube with Mike Spiegelman and Carl. Hi, Carl.
Hey, Mike, it is LWAFLMOYT. I'm glad to be back here one more time as a guest on your show.
You are not a guest on my show. The show is called Let's Watch a Full-Length Movie on YouTube with Mike Spiegelman and Carl.
Oh.
You wrote the theme song.
Yeah, I sing your name. I praise your name.
I know it. I appreciate it. It's the only reason why I live. That's another 7 days on this earth. Thank you, Carl. That's all I need to hear. Welcome to LWAFLMOYT here on mutinyradio.fm, where we stream first every Sunday. This Sunday. I got the gravel voice. At 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Rest of the internet world, God bless you. We are also a podcast by our acronym LWAFLMOYT. I hope you now remember it. Go ahead and subscribe on iTunes and others. And also, Carl, our guest, maintains our YouTube channel, which congratulations, Carl. We have hit 1K.
Right, we're at 1 subscriber.
That's 6 more days of living, I'm telling you, until next Sunday. We have 1 more subscriber. Check out LWAFLMOYT, the YouTube channel. We watch a full-length movie on YouTube with you. We watch the movie in real time for the entire movie. We are going to sync it up. You watch the movie on YouTube and listen to our podcast at the same time. The YouTube channel syncs it. So subscribe to it. Make it 1K plus you. Oh, isn't that cute? And here at Mutiny Radio, we have fantastic programming. We have live comedy every Monday and Friday. You can hear more about it on mutinyradio.fm and check out the community shows, and also check out the donation button. You could donate via Patreon. You could donate via Venmo. I believe there's always a fundraiser as we try to achieve our goals here at the station. God bless. And check out the station. A big shout out to Luke. I was just thinking about Luke, what's really happening. He's our show that precedes us. Great show. You know, Carl, I wanted to mention Luke. Do you know what his social media handle is? Not
you don't say.
L Walgreens.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. And I think there's an underscore there. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, Carl, distinguished guests, what is our movie today?
Okay, today, stinky guest, we will be watching Ballin, 1978. So it's high, the word high, H-I-G-H.
Okay.
Dash, ballin with no G. Do one of those apostrophe. Single ticks.
Like you gone fishing. You're rapping.
Yeah, you've gone fishing. Ballin, ballin, apostrophe, no G, 1978. That's what you put in the YouTube search engine. And the channel we like is Channel Beta. I guess they're trying it out. It's a beta release.
You know what? This YouTube and this channel, it's a new thing. So you should keep it in beta. Well, we watch Channel Beta. Go ahead and type in High Bowling, as Carl mentioned, a hyphen and then a little apostrophe at the end with no G, 1978. You'll find it on Channel Beta because she watches Channel Beta. And then go ahead and hit the link, hit pause. We want you to move the timer to 000. And when we say go, go ahead and hit play, and we will watch this movie. Now, when I say we, I'm very excited to tell you that we have a celebrity comedian who's going to do our countdown. Carl, take it away.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Celebrity Comedian Countdown, this time with Stacey Kendro. Welcome, Stacey.
How are you?
All right, good.
And if I talk like that, I'll be so Hi. How you
We've
doing?
known each other a long time. You're a regularly booked at Scotty's Pub and Comedy Cove. This is how we got to know each other.
Yes.
You even did a little filming there. You've got like, I'm in a webisode. You've got a web show called The Albanian Assassin.
Yes.
Tell us about it.
I think it's not that I think, but it was really born out of the pandemic, and like there was no place for, as you know, comedians to perform other than like Zoom and trying to make your cat laugh or whatever. It's just a weird period of time, and I started doing these character vignettes that were just basically selfie videos of like weird people. It was basically this woman, Karen, who's sort of like my mother, as you know. Anyway, then it was really born out of a few things. One is I've always been a fan of noir in like 1940s and 50s black and white sort of crime movies. And I took a deep dive. This is years ago, though. I took a deep dive and like started to learn about the source material for those movies, which is mainly like short stories that were published in like Black Mask and magazines like that by like really famous people like Dashiell Hammett and Raymond Chandler, one of the authors of that they're famous. They're one about the thing,
that's right. I remember that book.
The Maltese Falcon, for example.
Whoa.
Right. So that source material for that is, he's Dashiell Hammett wrote that. Anyway, so I really went down this whole thing, studying and reading a ton of that. And then, it was a combination of that and maybe, Richie Carucci telling me like crazy stories of like his friends and just like stuff that he's done, and maybe another combination of like Sopranos. It's kind of like, so the character came out of me making selfie, like driving on FDR with my iPhone, like shooting the highway and shooting the Brooklyn Bridge, and like me pretending to be like some kind of gangster. That's like the truth.
Because you are Albanian and you are an assassin in the show.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think you used to be, you would, I'll take care of your ex for you, right?
Yeah. That's how it started. I would make like a little, almost like some kind of a PSA of like how I'll kill people for you if you need that to happen.
But you specialized in exes.
And that's when it was really weird. Like nobody was like, I remember going to Staples to get stuff for the office, the home office or whatever, because like people weren't going out. That was like in the really weird part of the pandemic is when I started making these films, whatever they are, iMovies. Yeah.
Now, way before the pandemic, way back in history, you once shared a stage with Joan Rivers. Tell me about that experience.
Yeah, Joan was like so like incredible to me. Like her face was impressive. It was like porcelain. It just like didn't move, and it was sort of pulled back. It was very strange, but she was lovely actually, and she was. I asked her about comedy. I just was like, what was it like? So I opened for her, but I got to talk to her afterwards, and I just said like, what was it like when you started? Like, was it? Because I knew at the time there was like no women doing it really.
Right.
I mean, there was poetry stuff, but there wasn't like. And she said, "Oh, it wasn't hard, honey." She said, "I went around with George Carlin and Bill Cosby. They took me around the village." She doesn't talk like that, but that's my impression of her.
Mm-hmm.
They took around the village, she said, and then they did. And so for her, because she had a circle of friends, it wasn't as difficult as you might think. Yeah. And then she said, "Listen, honey, they give you like about a minute." She goes, "If you're famous, maybe 30 seconds." No, that was the other way around. She goes, "They give you 30." They said that basically, the audience sizes you up if you're female very quickly. So that was, it seemed profound at the time. I was just like, whoa,
Well, she's talking about an earlier time in comedy when there were certainly less comedians and less women comedians, certainly, right?
There was no comedians. I mean, I think like when she started, there was like, they could go up at a room where they have music. There was no comedy rooms.
Right.
it was that far back, you know?
Yeah. Comedy
Yeah.
certainly has grown. Okay, now you are a Boston girl, wicked funny, and we always hear that accent come out after in the middle of a set when you're getting crazy or after a few drinks. But then you moved to New York.
Yeah,
You lived in what? Is it Queens? Is it Brooklyn? You lived here for a long time, and now you're back in Boston. Tell me about this journey. What brought you here? What made you go home?
I mean, that's just life stuff, you know what I mean? But I did go to New York because I wanted to like do the New York scene. And when I first got to New York, I really made a lot of headway in terms of like, I worked at Atlantic City, like they book you for the whole week at the Tropicana. Different people run it now and whatever. But back then it was like they gave you a condo and they give you food and you did like 9 shows or something and it was great. Then I did like upstate New York. I did all the clubs. I just wanted to hit a different market because Boston seemed a little saturated. I'd done a lot of the fundraisers. I'd done a lot of towns and I just wanted to like, I guess, spread my wings. And I actually did several projects that based on because of that move that I wouldn't have done if I didn't go to New York. Like I was in Ladies of Laughter and I recorded Gotham Comedy Live and Seinfeld was there. And I did Friars Club. Like those are some of my highlights. I feel like that.
Now, what was Ladies of Laughter like? I mean, you were one of the finalists, one of the runners up, right?
Yeah, I was second place. And it was really, it was good. I mean, it was like for the whole damn contest, which is like, it was actually a big deal because there was a lot of women. And round 1, I was like the wild card. Like they selected the winners, but they wanted to take a wild card. And they took me. And then I almost won the whole thing. It was really kind of cool. And the night that was the finals was at Turning Stone Casino, upstate New York, which is beautiful. I remember my car had no air conditioning. I had the windows open. I was sweating. It was like so hard to get there. Like I had this crappy car and no air conditioning, just like sweltering, like a 6-hour drive. But it ended up being so great. Yeah. And I met Tammy Pescatelli, who backstage, she said to me, like, she was sort of like rooting everybody on and she was like lovely, but she was just saying like, good job or whatever to everyone. And just, she was hosting it. But when I got off stage, she looked at me and she went, you are a great writer. She's like, you have great jokes. And I was like, wow, she didn't have to go out of her way to say that. Like she wasn't gaining anything by telling me. So I love her now.
Of course, right? Yeah. Now when I see you, you've got a Cosmo in your hand. In the stemware, it's in your one of your headshots, right? Oh, I mean, you just no, it's the triangular, a Cosmo glass with the olive sticking out of it. I mean, this is your look. It really compliments you. How did you arrive there? Just by drinking them?
Well, I don't drink martinis, but I just wanted, my first headshot. Well, not my first, but like kind of like the second headshot I did with a professional photographer. I think I was working on ships at the time. I'm trying to remember. I just came off working on ships. So I had this dress that like I would never wear in a million years now, but it was like a 50s dress. Like if you can imagine, the dress that like Marilyn Monroe is like, she goes over the steam, the grate in the city and the steam, that dress, except in black. So I wanted, and I wanted my headshot to be retro. I just wanted, so I rolled my hair a certain way, like I wore that dress and I had the martini glass and I really wanted a lit cigarette, but we were in a sound stage and my friend was like, you can't really do that. You can't have, it's terrible. You can't smoke. So, but anyway, so that was just sort of this idea. Of course, on stage, I wear Adidas, so it doesn't make any sense, but.
But the Cosmo's still there on stage.
Cosmo, yes, it is. I know. I started doing that. I used to have like a fake Cosmo. I wouldn't even have booze in it. But now I'm older. I'm like, just put the booze. I don't care.
It enhances your act. And talking about the 50s stuff, you've got some of that material, right? About how great the 50s was in your opinion, Yeah. What is it? I mean, you have to be able to take a punch, but you don't got to work.
Basically say that it was better than, I'm sort of like making fun of how ridiculous, like the children have to wear a helmet just to walk down the street and things like that. I actually have a book, a comic recommended a book called The 50s. I just bought it used on Amazon. It's like this thick. I'm going to show it to you because it's right here. So this is it's probably a lot more dense than I am, but I'm probably going to skim through it to expand upon that bit. We should talk about, before we go, I'm not trying to tell you how to do your show, but I want to squeeze this in, our webisode that we did, because you were so good at it.
Oh, thank you. Well, all I did was get popped, right?
Yeah. Well, we Killing Carl. That was the original title, and then I shortened it to just Carl, I think. I don't know. I change the titles all the time, but yes, you were good. What I love about making them is that I'm learning. Each one I make, I learn a lot. So like the next one I shoot, I'm definitely using 3 cameras. Like there's no, because when you go to edit, you really want everything covered, and I was making it harder for myself the other way. So. Yeah, guerrilla shooting. I'm totally digging it. I mean, it's only really, without the credits, it's I think 3.5 minutes long. It's not it's not even a good like story arc, but I just love making them. So they're gonna get more, I think, elaborate as I go. Like the next one, I want it to be 15 minutes, and I want it to be like a full story. We're gonna kill one guy.
Yeah, that's right. Well, Chris Roach was really great in it. I mean, he really. Yeah, and the music you put under him was very intense. It aided the situation.
He was good, but I'm a good director, and so I feel like I got the best performance out of everybody because I know what I'm doing. I might not know totally what I'm doing with editing and stuff, but I do know directing actors, so I enjoyed that a lot.
Now, I was going to go to where can people find you out on the internet, on social media. So let's start with the YouTube channel where we would find. It's just Stacey Kendro, right?
Right. No E and Stacy. So if you just go to like youtube.com/Stacey Kendro, and then what comes up, there's 2 channels. One has I don't know why it's like this, but they're sort of connected. But the one with the mob shorts, you'll see, because it'll say Albanian Assassin. There'll be a bunch of them. Okay. So the other one's stand up.
So how else can people find you out there on the Snapograms and the Insta chats?
So my website is stacykendro.com. On Instagram, I'm Stacey K Meow. I don't know why. I think I thought it was going to be like an art, page, and then it's not. But it's all stand up stuff. But I also have a blog that I might be expanding upon at some point. That it's got a lot of blogs in it. It's old. It's from like 2010 or something. It's Stacey's Funny Hot. It'll come up.
If you Google Stacey Kendro blogspot, it'll come up.
Yeah, it'll come up. Yep, that's right.
Okay, so it's SAT. Okay, so there's no E in Stacey, and then it's Kendro. Kendro for everyone at home. Okay, now Stacey, everyone at home is poised to watch this film at the exact same moment that we press play here in the studio. So why don't you go ahead, Stacey Kendro, and give us that celebrity comedian countdown?
Okay, ready? Drum roll, please. Drum roll, drum roll, drum roll. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
Thank you, celebrity comedian, for your countdown. I appreciate it. I don't know who that was, but I am looking forward to listening to that. I'm sure it was good.
It was probably Stacey Kendro, straight out of Boston.
Thank you, Boston, Stacey Kendro. And now, nothing declares the 70s. Then this is the first second of this movie.
Yeah. Nothing more than a Jerry Reed song.
Well, how come Peter Fonda got top billing over Jerry Reed? Jerry Reed's the star.
Peter Fonda was a higher star at the time.
In 1973. Well, we've seen a bunch of... Helen Shaver, Superwoman, Supergirl.
She was Supergirl? I wonder why my research didn't catch that.
It's probably because I'm old and actually got the information wrong.
Oh, okay. Well,
I think she was.
Well, gosh, let me see here.
Oh, look out. Cameraman. Ah!
Oh, a game of chicken.
That is ridiculous.
She was in Amityville Horror.
Okay.
She was in The Color of Money.
Yes.
The Land Before Time.
Ooh, what was that about?
That was about 120 minutes.
Yeah, right. Approximately.
She was in The Craft in 96, and she was in Tremors 2, Aftershocks.
I'm obviously thinking of someone else. So way to start the show. Do not hitchhike with a truck driver. Truck drivers only want 3 things when you hitchhike. Conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a DJ.
And indeed.
Now look at the ugliest woman ever. And is it a wig or is it 70s hair?
It's a wig. No, it's
Now
70s
look
hair.
how it's gray in the front and blonde in the back. See, it's really light gray in the front.
I think it's her real hair.
Now, isn't he nice to help out? Whoa, what is?
Whoa.
Whoa!
Someone got highballed.
You don't just saw off a shotgun. Hey, he really got kicked and punked.
Yeah, I got hit by the head. Well, back then they didn't have stuntmen, so it must have really hurt.
I get it. I get it. These are hitchhikers. She even stole his hat.
Oh, that is such low bowling.
You guys are really going to throw me in a ditch?
Hey, director, say cut anytime now.
Oh,
Just
what is
dragging
this
him to the
film
end.
called? Low balling?
High bowling. Is that an expression?
They just
I have a-
low ball. High balling, whoa, would you look at that motorcycle? Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
there he is.
That's
Hey,
an
there's Peter
Indian.
Fonda. Now, we
Peter
watched the trailer
Fonda.
last week for this movie, and it was one of those weird trailers with this star, Jerry Reed, narrated it as himself. Do you remember? Hi, I'm Jerry Reed. I'm here to talk about, the good truckers. He starts off about the truckers, not himself. And America can't run without the truckers because the truckers truck all across America with their trucks. Hi, I'm Jerry Reed. And I got a new film, High Ballin'. My friend Peter Fonda plays Guffin or whatever the hell his
Now,
name
this
is.
is the only film that they were in together. You see, Smokey and the Bandit made a bunch of trucker movies possible.
Right.
And both Peter Fonda and Jerry Reed were in many of them. But this is the only one in which they're both together. So it's the ultimate shitstorm.
Yeah, so they could get both faces on the poster, right? Then Bruce
Yes.
Willis is Bruce Willis in this? Because his face is on the poster.
He's on the beginning and then he's at the end.
Yeah.
This is an Indian sports scout. And this bike is like 40 years old in this film.
So it's 78. Hang on, 38.
It's ancient.
Between the wars. Oh man, check out it's Smurf, Papa Smurf. Did you see him?
There's Jerry Reed, son. Let me tell you some philosophy about the truck stop. Now,
so he's oversized. He's oversized. Like he's what's the expression I'm trying to look for? He's larger than life.
He
Jerry
is
Reed.
larger than life, especially on the big screen. Now here, Peter and Reed are longtime trucking buddies. Now,
What's the
Reed's
Smurf?
Peter Fonda's name is Rain in this
Okay.
film, and he got out of trucking. He's been seeing the world on his bike, and they're very happy that he's sort of like back in town. He's rekindling with old friends here. This is in Arizona. It's Tucson, Arizona. It's called, well, it's not really.
Wow,
It's
high-heeled
Ballin.
waitresses.
Yes. And they're making sexually suggestive comments to her. This is the Triple T truck stop, and it's still in business in Tucson, Arizona.
No shit.
40
Field
years
trip.
after the movie.
Road trip.
Now, what I don't understand is why is that true if really we're being, this is all shot in Canada.
Now, this is 1978, and she's wearing an Elvis Lives shirt, or her, or he. This guy.
When did Elvis die?
77.
Oh, Elvis lives. As a matter of fact, Elvis did 4 Jerry Reed songs. That's the first way that Jerry Reed really became known and successful in Nashville.
That is larger than life.
Now that's Pickup. That's Pickup. She just walked in the room and she's the hottest thing you ever saw.
Okay, so they don't like people ragging on Pickup, but they rag on the waitress.
No, they rag on Pickup. Absolutely. But Pickup puts this guy in his place. So you're about to see. Now, what this guy's Harvey. He's going to become our bad guy. We don't know it yet. And he's saying, like, guys, you got to stop being independents. You got to join King Carroll's trucking company. It's the only way to make a living around here, y'all.
Yeah.
They're like, thank you, but I appreciate being an independent. That's the way I like it. That's the way I'm keeping it. And that's the controversy of our film. That's the crux of our film here.
All right. Oh, so it's this company versus the independents.
Right. Exactly.
Snobs versus slobs.
Snobs versus slobs. Now we're getting heavy sexual on, and she'll put him in his place.
Now, have you ever seen people smoke a cigar in a diner? Like, it's weird.
Yeah. Well, in the 70s, as you know, from being
Yeah.
a kid, smoking was everywhere. Everywhere. There were smoking sections in restaurants,
Yeah.
and the young whippersnappers don't know about it. Now, it was gross and dumb, but it was like that's the way it was since the 20s and 30s. So, you
Well, you would
know,
go professional drivers only. I do love like truck driving diners are the best, right? You got
yeah.
weird rotary phones on your thing. You get little pegboards on your table. You get knickknacks. You get lights. What else? Like they do like special things for truckers, right? They want you to come have some eggs.
They want truckers' money, so they pretend it's special for truckers. They're just interested in money. Now, who
Hey,
else
don't
are you going to
besmirch.
get at this rest stop but truckers?
Don't besmirch the quadruple T like that.
Now, bad guy number 2 was very embarrassed to get, for his come on to get shut down. So now he's grouchy and he decides to pick a fight with Peter Fonda, calling him a faggot and everything.
Wow, this guy. Talk about a beta, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, my wife doesn't get mad that I hit women because I don't. I don't. She gets mad because I hit on women because I do. And I got shut down just like our bad guy number 2.
And
now
then you
I'm
took it
gonna
out of Peter
hit
Fonda.
guys.
I'm obsessed by Peter Fonda. We watched a few Peter Fonda movies. Cannonball Run, of course. 72 in the Shade. 92 in the
Right,
Shade.
92 in the Shade. Now, in 92 in the Shade, I was very, very, very critical of Peter Fonda, that he had no emotion, that he
Yeah.
had no facial expression, that he was a horrible actor. Well, I got to tell you, in this film, it is absolutely not true. He emotes. He has many facial expressions. He is acting, and he is a passionate. I'm way wrong. I'm way wrong.
I think he's a sex symbol too. I'll go out and say it. So seeing him young, like I mean, I guess Easy Rider was his big breakout.
Yeah,
And that
it
was
was.
well, being born the son of Henry Fonda was his big breakout.
His big
Yeah.
breakout was out of his mom's womb.
Whoa, Carl went there.
Whoa. Look at
Carl.
that. He's so impressive. He's impressing Pickup. Pickup is the lady in the cabin. She was never Supergirl. Watch out! Watch out!
She was never Supergirl. It was
Helen-
Helen Slater, right? It was
Yes.
Supergirl.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, Helen Slater is our.
Oh, God damn it! Look, I don't want to. I don't want to look. I don't want to look. I'm going to keep the audience pissed.
Oh, wait, Helen Shaver. Helen Shaver.
Slater is who I'm thinking of.
Okay, gotcha. Now, she was Supergirl 2, horrible movie. Jimmy Olsen appeared in it.
Oh, I know. He was like, I contractually here to appear in this scene. I hate this
Right.
movie.
I'm here to tie the two movies together, not just in title. Look at Rain's bike is on the back of the truck.
The truck?
Now, this truck is a 1976 K100 series, but there's a controversy. Is it a K100 or a K123?
Is that a controversy? How?
Well, the internet doesn't agree. 1976 K100, it's a great looking cab over, they feel, but many people say that clearly it's a 97. Clearly it's a 1973 because of the gold and chrome 50th anniversary KW logo, and the only year they did that was 73.
Well, you're busted, Phil. Yeah, one of the many continuities, and they never got back to me, MGM, about this.
Now, look, he comes home to his family, and they hug him as if they haven't seen in years. I mean, he was on
the road.
Yeah, but I mean, you do a run, and he's back in a week.
He said, "I'll be back in November. I'll be back in November."
And then the wife, you see baby there?
Yeah.
Well, we won't see baby till the way end of the film again. Okay.
And
baby,
is he grown?
No, he's safely tucked away for all the danger that's going to come.
Now, listen, I'm going to say this is a long movie, but the next time we see the baby is during his bar mitzvah.
It was a bat mitzvah because he switched. So
yeah, bat mitzvah.
The wife kissed Rain on Peter Fonda on the lips. It was a little weird.
Well, that's a trucker life.
So right now, Jerry Reed, and his name is Iron Duke, because that's his CB handle. He's Iron
Oh,
Duke.
CB
Yeah.
Citizen Band.
Oh,
Which
that's
CB
going
are
to
we
be all
talking
over
about?
this film.
Now that's the internet for nobody. They still have it, right? I can't imagine it doesn't exist in some form.
Yes, see, it's CB radios are today in trucks. They're just not popularized with movies like Convoy
Right,
and
Convoy.
Eastbound and Down, loading up
Jerry
and
Reed.
trucking. We
Jerry
gonna
Reed's like
do
the king of the trucking.
it's just not a popular thing anymore. There are truckers out there, and they're popular amongst themselves, but
Well,
it's
what's the
not in.
difference, Carl? Do you know the difference between ham radio and CB radio? Is there?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, a citizens band radio is like sort of like a police band or something. Ham radio is in the higher frequencies and it's global, you
gotcha.
know. Now, John Fonseca, a personal friend of
A
ours,
personal friend of ours. Hi, John.
he's a hammer. He's a ham radio person. And the
You telling me
furthest
John
he ever
Fonseca's a
got-
ham?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's always been a ham, even in fish burgers, especially in fish burgers, as Saddam Hussein. I
Yep.
should have called him Saddam Hamsane. He reached he reached Chile, the bottom of South America. Am I wrong? Chile is Peru's the top one, and Chile's the lower one.
I just realized who Helen Shaver and Helen Slater are. I don't know anything
Okay.
other than that.
Well, it's global ham. Okay, now they're calling him in quickly because somebody is using the Iron Duke's handle on the radio, impersonating the Iron Duke.
He got hacked.
He got hacked. He's got to tell all his friends. Listen,
Yeah.
if I see you, don't answer.
If you see a message, you are gay. I didn't type that. I am.
Now, what happened is a trucker is like calling for help. He's in emergency trouble. And now he's gone.
Squelch it, man. Squelch.
Yeah.
Squelch.
Yeah.
Needs more squelch. Well,
Come
it was
on,
popular in the
Iron
70s.
Duke.
I had a neighbor who had a CB. And they would do it, but I guess it would be annoying that all these people, all these citizens are on your professional band. I mean, like if you're using
yes, that was a problem in the 70s. You know, they would get on and say, "Breaker 19, you see any Smokies?" And then they would tell them, and they'd be like, "Oh, good, because I'm going to the grocery." 10-4, over.
Soccer mom, get off our band.
Right. Don't waste my time. Okay. So Jerry Reed has promised his son next time he goes out on the rig, he'll take him. But this is different. This is an emergency call. There could be trouble. There are hijackers on the roads, and he's not taking his kid into danger.
We saw the hijacker. Oh, we're seeing them again. Ooh, it's the Sin City. Look at that snow.
Yeah, that's Sin City. You know what's funny? You'll see it snowing, and then in the next scene, it's not snowing, and there's not even snow on the ground. Look, you see how the snow's there, but it went away when the truck was pulling out?
Yeah.
Lots of continuity problems like this. The wind blows worse than Florida in here.
Ooh. Yeah, I know. Worse than Florida. I can't concentrate on the movie. Yeah.
You're going to get a lot of that here, but it's
you give me a lot of shit, but I just can't watch a movie that's shot in the outside of Florida.
No snow. I understand. I appreciate. I do give you shit for it because you shouldn't be so distracted, but I understand that you are.
No, look at this heavy snow. Yeah, this is like Christmas.
Anyway, I think I made my point. You'll see that throughout the film. It's snowing. It's not snowing. It's snowing. It's not snowing. It's snow on the ground. It's grass, green grass on the ground.
What is this? Some kind of magical America?
Now, how in the world do they know where this guy is? Right?
They must know the roads, right? And they could kind of.
Yeah, GPS. But I mean, you say, "Help! Help! I'm in trouble." We'll be right there. You'll be right where? It's
right there. Where are you exactly? Third tree. Yeah.
Cool.
Here comes the Smokies. But the Smokies are good, right? Their Smokies are going to help.
Yes, in this particular case, the Smokies are going to help. Now, this is shot in Canada. It's in and around Milton, Ontario.
Okay.
We'll also be at the Toronto waterfront. We'll be in rural roads north of Toronto. We're going to be at a bar called the Fifth Wheel in Milton, Ontario.
Ooh, that sounds like a
And
trucker
their
bar.
house is in Kleinburg. Okay. As you
So
know, I
there's
grew up in
Ontario or
yeah.
Toronto. I forget which one.
Yeah. I grew up in Milton, Ontario, and
Oh.
it was obviously Kleinburg, that house.
So you live there year round. You're a true Miltie.
Yeah, I'm a Miltie, and that means snow and summer. Yeah.
Sometimes they're in the same day. They're in the same scene.
Oh, that's
Here's
clearly
IN
a
Dude.
1973.
Oh, look, the emblem's
K100.
right there, obviously.
Now look at his big clown feet.
Is he trying to retrace? That's Jesus leaving footprints, asshole. I don't understand. I was walking with Jesus, right, on the beach. Yeah.
Where are your footprints?
Where's my footprints? He was carrying me, Carl.
Look at those big clown feet.
Sweet feet, sweet feet, sweet feet, sweet feet.
So now he goes, I found him. But the thing is, why wouldn't he call out when he saw him from the distance, you know?
Oh, man. It's covered in rosemary. Up. Wait, the only guy who puts his hat back on after seeing a dead body.
Out of respect.
Out of respect, I'm going to put my hat back on.
Out of respect for the dead. I should mention that Mario Gentile just died. He was 53. He was a comedian, and he died of an aneurysm. We're going to have a wake for him at the reserve. It's not a wake. It's like a repast because his family's having it private. It was really tragic. He was... he wasn't exactly the best dude. So it's a little, weird in our little community. Like on Facebook, some people are crapping on him and some people are being respectful. I think crap on him next week. It's not the time. But anyway, just putting it out there that a good friend
knowledge. Is there like a GoFundMe or a Real Train or anything like that? Okay, no. Well, my respects. I'm glad you brought that up. Way to kill the moon.
Okay, so now, since he was talking about getting out of trucking, and now hijackers are killing folks. He's like, I've got a family. I've got a mortgage. He's like, I'm going to either quit or go work for the...
Oh, no, don't say it. Don't work for the man. Don't work for the organization.
That's
right. Work for Harvey.
In the meanwhile, he's just going to get drunk to deal with his problems.
I'm going to stack up my little shot glasses, even though the waitress told me to cut that shit out.
Look at him.
You're in a shot. Oh, he's drunk. Listen, give me your keys. I want to make sure you can drive home okay. I'm going to put them in the ignition for you.
You're not good to drive. Give me your...
Oh, no. I can't let you drive. I can't let you drive alone. Here's the CB handle. Talk to me when you drive home.
Now, Pickup, he's going to go sleep in the cab. Now, Pickup rejected the one guy and rejects every guy.
Including Rain. Right as wrong as Rain.
But Rain.
Oh, right as Rain.
Oh, he's special. He's right as Rain. He's different. Whoa! Look at that butt. Oh, my goodness.
Look at those jeans. I thought designer jeans were a thing back in 78.
They were. Is she not wearing designer jeans? Let's see here.
Designer failed.
I don't see any Jordache.
I don't see Jordache. I don't see Gloria Vanderbilt's name on there.
Wow. Look how she keeps switching the cheeks. Like she goes to the left.
I was looking at how the director has their reflections in the mirror on there.
Look at that.
Yeah. Look at the mirror. Jesus,
it's like they're pictures.
Oh.
Whoa. Hey, we're a vlog girl.
I saw that in the mirror. That's
goodness.
I was trying to
It was shot in Canada, and you can tell it's cold because of her chest there. You can tell how chilly it is. Now, listen, I'm being inappropriate, but it's because that's the movie. Okay?
Yeah, no, it's okay. And it's cold. It's cold in Milton. People don't realize that.
Cold.
Obviously cold.
Glass with those things.
You need to wear a sweater that goes up to your midriff.
So
not an entire sweater.
Basically, he's like, She makes some comment. He's like, "Excuse me, miss," and she goes, "Don't pretend you don't remember me." And he goes, "All right, I remember you." And then he asks her on a date, and she rejects him because that's her thing.
Right.
But it's like a polite rejection. So she goes, "Hit me up on the radio," and leaves. So it leaves the door open.
Oh my God! Look, Chuck Norris.
What?
Oh, one of the crates said Norris on it.
Oh, okay. It's
Oh.
King Carol's cargo, and he's
Oh, and the
going to pick up
coconuts.
a load.
King Creole and the coconuts, and his coconuts,
Yeah,
right?
great
Yeah.
tune. Great tune.
What was their big song? Oh God, I should not say that because
It was
I
coconut bra. Wearing the coconut bra. Okay, so
Oh
they're
no, that's
gonna go
cold.
pick up a load, and Peter's just hanging out. He doesn't do the trucking anymore. By the way, that's the Canadian Tower there. It's
Oh,
so
cool.
obviously Canada. Let
Is
me
he
see.
drunk, Jerry?
No, he's having a hangover from last night.
His acting is so good, I couldn't tell. What's your 20?
Yes. Okay. Toronto's CN Tower is in the middle of many shots, including the ending shot.
Oh,
So it's
Hollywood.
clearly Canada. Now they see this guy shoveling snow and they're like, "What you doing? What are you doing?" He goes, "Well, I'm not a trucker anymore. I'm scared. The hijackers." He goes, "This is killing our." So
Yeah, I
now he's
can't blame him.
guy, "Okay, I'm here. Fill up my truck." And he's like, "Well, you have to wait. I have to drink my coffee." So Jerry Reed starts giving him a lot of shit. Now look, he puts his coffee down.
Yeah.
Now Peter Fonda will be a complete asshole and drink his
Really?
coffee. Yeah.
That is kind of a nuanced dick move.
Yeah, it is. And it's like, ha ha, it's King Carol, the boss, the owner. He goes, what's the static here, boys? So he like takes him into the office to talk to him about it.
My God, that shirt.
See, he gives him the coffee. He goes, "Can I get you boys a cup of coffee?" He goes, "No, thanks. I already had mine."
Ew.
And he had poured booze in there.
Oh, so he drank the booze.
Yeah.
What is Rain's deal, man? Either shit or get off the pot. Become a trucker again.
Right.
Or drive around the country with your pal Billy. Yeah, man, I'm Billy and he's Captain America.
He's just visiting.
Just hanging out. Won't let me back in America.
Now, of course, King Carol is pitching him on becoming a trucker for him. You know, it's safer. He'll get benefits. He goes, "Yeah, but I'll also get less money." And he goes, "Yeah, but it's about the long term, son. This is a full-time permanent job. There's no week off without a load." So he turns him down. Look, he's got his U.S. mail shirt.
I know, but he has like trucker patches, and one says "What's your 20" on his right shoulder, and then what's the Bears? God, some costume designer was like, "Okay, you got it. We're doing a disco movie, a movie about today. Yeah, but it's truckers. Okay, no problem. I'll just change this around. I'll add some patches."
Now, Mike, for some reason, my laptop's saying I'm on Wi-Fi, not plugged into the router. I'm just going to check that.
Okay, I hear you loud and clear, Carl. We're still watching this movie regardless.
So now he's getting an extra $50 fee because he said that's for the expedited loading of your truck. So he's getting them back.
Right. Okay, so now it's King Carol is like black eye. What a douche.
What a douche.
All right. They should take this job and shove it. Oh, no. It's already been done in the 70s. Duke. I'm the Duke of New York. The Duke.
The Duke of New York. That's the guy in the Halloween films.
Yeah, no, I'm doing an impression. Our guest Colin Mahan was here. He actually is a professional, and he was the voice of Dr. Loomis in the two recent Halloween movies. We had him as a guest. And one of his routines is that he does Escape from New York, Donald Pleasance in his act.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm basically just saying Colin more than Donald Pleasance. Wow. Okay, so this is America.
Well, you're going to see a lot of Canadian license plates and flags here in America.
Oh, I saw a dollar sign. Do they have that in Canada? Canadian dollars?
Yes, they have the same dollar sign as us. They
Shit.
also do the date format like us. They also have the time zones.
What about
I'm
what
all
about
for the 51st state.
what about like an eighth? Like, do they use metrics? Can I buy an eighth there, or do I have to buy
Oh,
like
what a
a
great question.
kilogram?
Do you got to buy like 3 keys of pot? You
Can I
know?
get 3.5 grams of weed? Oh no, I can't. Yeah,
Now plugged
grams.
into the router, but we just had a little with issue.
I could hear you loud and clear. You did freeze up there.
Okay. Now, okay, this is
Or
really weird.
CB.
Remember, he pulled in there with a cab. No, the cab's the front, right? The truck
Right.
in the back, and he had the fight with the guy to load up my truck. Now all of a sudden, he's hauling cars. It
I
doesn't
know
make
that's
sense.
strange. I didn't see any cars like that. Maybe they in the back and they had
Well,
that.
what happened to? Did they rip off the walls? I mean,
Wait, how did the sun get in there? The sun wasn't. They picked up the sun for this. He's in the cab.
Oh, you didn't see? Yeah, he had promised the boy next time he goes out, the boy could come. Look at the weather changes.
Wow, yeah.
And also, they're not in a city anymore. They're in a suburb, So anyway, the boy is now on board. Now, he couldn't come before because it was too dangerous, but he's about to encounter danger.
Like deliverance danger? 70s danger.
Oh, no.
No.
There's guns.
Guns. Oh, all right.
Not deliverance danger.
I just want to make sure. It's a 70s movie and there's a kid in it, so you know he's going to get shot in the head. Horse.
Look at it go, man. Zoom. Oh, that's Pickup. Okay. Now,
Right.
Pickup, she's in a pretty cool truck, the internet thinks. Let's see here. Where is it? Okay. I got the cycles. I got the trucks. Here's the cars.
What are your phone books is he sitting on?
She keeps phone books in the car in case she's going to sit on a dude's lap. So, here it is. It's a GMC C15. It's got great wheels, camper shell, ornate front bumper stack, bumpers and stacks, and jean-like painting motif, which AMC did in the 70s.
Wow, that's really cool.
Yeah, so that's the color of blue jeans. And you will see the GMC C15 throughout this film.
You keep calling yourself a guest. The research you did in this film is breaking down the trucks.
Well, I knew I was going to be on the show, so I thought I would get ready with research.
Killing
Now,
me.
look, Pickup goes, there are some Smokies. And so they get off the road and the Smokies pass. But why? Why? They're not doing anything illegal. Why?
Well, what's the deal? Like, now that we're adults and not kids in the 70s, what was the deal with Smokies? Like, was it like some kind of they want to live free and drive around without their masks on? What's the deal?
No, the thing with Smokies, you drive around without their masks. They had a convoy.
Yeah, right.
And it was in Canada too.
Yeah.
The Smokies was all about illegally hauling liquor without a license. Detour. There's a detour. Well, that's just a regular thing. It's not some sort of trap.
Who's on the detour? Vanilla Ice?
Yeah, that's right.
The D-list tour. I have to explain my jokes.
It was who says "Mama say knock you out"?
LL Cool J?
Yeah, LL Cool J used to go
Isn't that
around
the-
with Beastie Boys, and they would call it like the detour.
Oh, cool.
Now, this detours got them going to a place that's only 13 feet 7 inches. Now, that's not Canada because it's.
Well, Canada would say what? 7
metrics.
kilometers?
You can't go up kilometers, Mike.
I can't figure it out.
It would say probably deca. I don't know the answer, but they must have put that sign on there.
Well, maybe the sign was there. I mean, maybe Canada has certain patches where.
Well, it was an English. I don't know the answer. Now, this guy with all his trucking experience, Jerry Reed, is like, what we gonna do? We can't go. And then Peter Fonda goes, let the air out of the tires. And then they get lower and they're
It's
going to
ridiculous.
roll under.
And then how are they going to get their tires inflated? They have like a jack?
Yeah, they have like a tire inflator, which kind of doesn't make sense because it should only be enough for one tire. So he has 18 of them. Look, you see the tires are flat.
So this wasn't a real detour. I didn't realize. I did not realize, Carl. Like, how stupid am I? I didn't realize it was the hijackers, like fucking Wile E. Coyote.
Look at that.
Set up.
See how it just scrapes the top?
God, how exciting is that? That's probably the best scene in the movie. That's more action I've ever seen in any film.
Now, they said that the tires were
There
flat,
we go.
but they were only flat on the bottom. They were still round on the top.
It must have. I mean, it looks like they really pulled it off. Oh man, those derby car drivers are going to be so excited to get their jalopies.
Now, look, in 5 minutes, he's got all 18 tires reinflated
Yeah.
with his American Eagle jacket or whatever that is. Maybe it's a hawk. The Iron Duke. Duke Boykin.
It's the Duke. Da ha da ha. I'm the rapping Iron Duke. Da ha 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 ha. Did Jerry Reed sing that song?
I don't know. I've got all of Jerry Reed's songs here. No, I don't. No, I don't.
No.
I have his most notable songs. He did Guitar Man, then Elvis covered it. U.S. Mail, A Thing Called Love, Alabama, Wild Man.
Eastbound and Down.
Moses. Yeah, he has Eastbound and Down, the theme song for the 1977 Smokey and the Bandit film.
Right. And then it was a TV show with that name, and they used the song.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, with Danny Bride.
His last song that was
Big
a big
Bride.
deal was She Got the Gold Mine and I Got the Shaft.
Oh, that's funny on two levels.
Lord, Mr. Ford. He's got Coco Joe.
Now, I knew Jerry Reed as a singer, but I also knew him as like a movie star. Like he was in Cannonball. Anything that Burt Reynolds and Hal Needham did, he kind of popped up. He did this, which was kind of cool.
Well, let's see. 77 was Smokey and the Bandit. Highballing is this one. Smokey and the Bandit 2 in 80. Smokey and the Bandit 3 in 83.
Right.
He was in Stroker Ace.
Yeah, classic movie.
Now I've got his final film was Waterboy, The Waterboy.
Oh, how cool.
Yeah, he was a coach, Coach Red Beaulieu. I guess he was with Fonzie, right? I don't know.
Right. Whatever you do, don't get a tattoo of Roy Orbison on your ass.
His first film here was the new Scooby-Doo movies in 1972. He did the voice.
Was he as Jerry Reed? Jerry Reed.
Yeah. Now look,
that's a good 10-4.
Somebody's broke down, and Jerry Reed is no dummy. So he says, fuck that, and he keeps going. He knows of that hijack. Whoa! You're shooting at him.
He hates the cars. He's shooting at the cars.
He hates these cars. There are cars in here. Get away from the cars. Nobody's going to know what we're referring to.
Well, if they are a fan of our podcast, they know we're referring to The Jerk because we watched The Jerk 2, TOO.
Right.
A year and a half ago.
Hardly Working.
Yes.
With the cans.
Oh, well, also, I mean, that's right, with the cans, Jerry Lewis.
Yeah. And the Florida Wind.
Can't stand it. I'm more of a Milton man.
Yes, me too.
That's what I'm
born and bred. I lived there. Let's see. I lived there until college, and then I came back to
it's
turned
really
barn into a theater.
It's really a remarkable upbringing you had. Like just as a listener of the show myself, I know that you were a native Ontarian.
And I was
Angelino.
Los Angeles, and I was in Key West for many years.
Yes, and growing up in New York.
Yes, and I grew up in New York. Okay, so what's happening here? I don't know why the hijackers want to murder them. I mean, what do they do?
But another thing is they're trying to steal the cargo, which is these cars with bullet holes.
No,
But
no.
no, they just want to kill these
They
truckers.
want to get these truckers out of business. So if they steal their trucks, they can't work.
They're working for King Carol.
Yep, exactly.
Oh, I did. Jesus, how many minutes into this film it finally dawned to
Dawning
me?
on you.
Yeah. Wow, the whole
So-
system is corrupt, Carl. Third eye just opened up.
Now, okay, these guys are truckers, right? So they've bought a load and they have to deliver it somewhere to get paid.
I think it's maybe a derby.
Yes, they might
Demolition
be delivering
derby.
this to a demolition derby. Now, what they're going to do is they're going to sacrifice their load. It's crazy.
Not true. Their son is in the car.
Yeah, that's true. Wow. Now look how good Peter Fonda is as an actor here in terms of like what he's doing and struggling and he's throwing
Yeah.
something. When he hits them, he goes, "Yay!" It's a night and day from 92 in the Shade. I was right about 92 in the Shade, man. His face was stuck like Botox.
The character was such a shitheel that it sometimes worked.
Okay.
But yeah, but I know what you're saying. He's a polarizing figure. My wife's not a fan of his. Like he turns people off, but I think he's fantastic.
He turns people off, does he?
Well, I think also
counterculture. He was an icon for counterculture.
Yeah, and if you're not into Easy Rider, you're not going to be into Peter Fonda. But it's a shame because
that's really true.
He did a movie, You'll See Gold, but he's like a beekeeper.
Now look.
It's exciting.
Right. He's getting them with the cars. Okay, you're saying he was a beekeeper in a movie?
Yeah, I think it was called like Yuli's Gold. Yeah. He's a good guy. I like him, man. I never saw Golden Pond. How crazy is that?
Oh, you should see it. You should
really?
See it. Well,
I like
it's
Jane
not
Fonda
the greatest
too.
film ever, but you really should see it.
We watched a Jane Fonda movie called FTW. No, FTA. Remember FTA?
No, I remember The Morning After.
We did watch The Morning After. Great Jane Fonda
with
movie.
Anthony Quinn. No, he was just a countdown.
So it was called Fuck the Army, and she and like Donald, I think she was dating Donald Sutherland at the time. But they would go to like USO shows, but it was like it was like a left wing USO shows. They would go during the war and do this musical number.
In the 80s, she got a lot of hate for that.
Well, I know, and like veterans come and spit in her face.
Yeah, well, at the Reserve Club where we're having the repast for Mario Gentile, if you go into the bathroom, in the urinal is a little Jane Fonda sticker, and it's the target for your pee.
What the hell? That is a grudge. That is a grudge. Yeah,
grudge.
Way to hold a grudge.
Yeah. I don't think it's fair. I think many people were against the war. It doesn't mean you're against America. And if those people were alive at the time, they might have been for, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's not fair. Okay, so Peter Fonda is really duking it out with this guy. He's going to win.
It's exciting stuff. This is these stunts are pretty awesome.
Yes, and Peter Fonda is not doing all of the stunts, but he is definitely on top of that car as it is moving along. Now, they might have been, look what happened to him.
Dude, that's got to hurt.
Now, he already took a car and rolled it off of the back of the truck. So this is a movie. You can't do the same thing again. So how are you going to top it?
Top it with gasoline.
Yeah.
I set myself on fire.
Look
gasoline.
At his face.
Look at that face.
In the shade.
Right. Well, he's got a flare and he's about to blow up a car. It's ironic he didn't blow up Dynamite Dan's car.
Look at this. Now, this is the first time something like this was attempted in a film. The internet thinks that's a big deal.
I think this is a big deal. This is pretty cool.
Look, he's got the one of the cars following him on fire now.
Yeah. This is crazy. He's like
number 8 car.
Man, Circle G must have been pissed off.
Boom.
What's that noise, eh?
What's this all about?
That's a good 10-4, please.
Yeah, right.
Oh, man. This is pretty cool stunts, Carl. I haven't.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
I,
many times I've told you, like, a car's explosion is way too much for the reality, but not in this film. In this film, it's okay. Now here comes Pickup to the rescue. She's been on the call with them. She's been calling on with them on the CB. She's got her gun.
yeah. Gunning it.
Yep. Now she's about to save their ass.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it because they threw 6 flaming cars at these people and they're still getting chased.
They're still getting chased. They're down to one bad guy hijacker car. You'd think they'd call it a day.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Mr. Carroll. They got away. Look at this. And that is Peter.
That is nuts.
Maybe I'm wrong.
King Carroll
Weston Road. This is clearly Milton.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You could tell because the Petersons used to have a pharmacy there.
Yeah, the Petersons had a pharmacy there, and I dated their daughter, so I would be behind on Weston Road, behind the pharmacy.
Yeah.
Hey, speak to me, y'all. You okay back there, buddy?
Oh, look at Peter.
Yeah.
Oh, look at Stuntman wearing a Cat Power.
Well, it's as much Peter as Stuntman. Now he's out of gas because he knew he had a long trip. So he said, I'll get gas on the way. Duh.
Always.
Stupid.
And, Peter asked him, he said, Jerry, do you have to go before the trip?
Yeah.
No.
Right. Go pee.
I don't know.
I don't, Dad. Now, listen, Reed was in WW and the Dixie Dance Kings. Do you remember that film?
I do know the poster. I don't think I've, I don't know if I had an interest. Is it good?
Yeah.
All right. I'll check it out for sure. I will search my Apple.
Now, he was in Gator, which I think was another Burt Reynolds
movie. Yeah. That's a good one. He's a moonshiner, I think. No, that's White Lightning. No, Gator's good. I think that's Elmore Leonard. I don't know. They all blend.
Now, look how she is not hiding. She stood there and shot back.
Right.
That means she's very brave, or it's a movie.
What does she truck in her truck?
She has, well, okay, she wasn't in her truck just then, but she is a trucker like all of them. So whatever's the load.
So she has a custom little pickup mobile.
Yes, it's just her car. We'll see it throughout the film.
People don't have cars like that.
It's
I don't have Carl and Mike on my car decal,
Okay, so now they're safe. Now there's no talk about the fact that he just ruined his load and now he's behind the 8 ball. He owes money. He destroyed, right? The cars are gone.
Yeah.
Also, they don't call the cops. He doesn't tell King Carroll what happened. None of it. They're just fixing his rig and getting ready for the next thing.
Here's my impression of King Carroll. Well, did you beat him up and set him straight? Well, 6 people are dead and there's flaming carcasses everywhere. Oh man, did I not think this through?
See you next week.
See you next week. Till the next trucker.
Now, Jerry Reed is essentially saying, now that's it. I'm quitting. I mean,
obviously his son was
right. And so Peter Fonda's going to be like, don't quit, stay independent, don't quit. And he's like, well, I can't afford it, And so he goes, okay, why don't we illegally run alcohol?
Wait a minute. An hour into this movie. Where does he know about this? Oh, that's why he's called Rain, right? Rainwater.
No,
because it's illegal.
Only alcohol. 45 minutes into the film,
we introduce the alcohol.
Now, Pickup knows buyers who will buy the alcohol. Okay, so they know where to get it. They know where to sell it. All they got to do is get $10,000.
1978 money with illegal, bootleg liquor. In 1978.
Well, the deal with bootleg liquor is it's not like you do a job and you get paid. No. You take all the risks. So you go and you pay $10,000 to buy the liquor, and then you personally sell it for 12 or 15. I don't know what.
No.
And that's
so that was the theme of Smokey and the Bandit, right? They were they were bringing cores from one state to another.
Yes, but it was also a race. There was a bet that they couldn't do it within a certain time frame, and it was Coors Light.
Yeah, because from what I understand, being from the Rockies, a native myself, is that
Mhm.
Coors was only Colorado. It was only certain states that have it, and like
Back in the
Paul
day?
back in the day, and so like Paul, no, Robert Redford, no, Paul Newman would have his beer sent to him and stuff like that. And
Mhm.
so with that knowledge, I was watching Smokey and the Bandit, and I go, makes perfect sense, Coors, because they're not doing moonshine, right? In 1978, people weren't
Right.
drinking hooch. It was just
'Cause you could go to
tax-free
the
beer.
bar. Yeah.
Yeah. Due to tax reasons, they couldn't get a Coors,
Of course. You're right. Okay, so now they're going to make the deal and get the alcohol, and Peter Fonda is somehow saying, "You can't come in. You can't come in." I don't know why, and it's pissing her off. She just saved their ass.
I
She
know.
did
She
it
did all the heavy lifting. She shot him point
with
blank.
the gun. Yeah, told them about the Smokies.
Did I ever tell you how I got fired at the as an undertaker? I was
No,
working with a mortician,
uh,
and he says, "There's a corpse light," and
made a joke.
I said, "Well, not. You saying I'm drinking on the job?" But actually, I saw the corpse. Yeah, it was a joke. Coors Light, corpse light. Then it took me 5 minutes to come up with the premise.
Okay, I'm not doing that one at the open mic. So now Peter is informing him we're going to have to walk home. He's like, "Do you have money for a cab?" And he goes, "Yeah, I think I could find that in my pocket." He goes, "Good, because after we do this deal, I don't have a penny." Because he's mortgaged his house, believe it or not, to do this. Rain promised to sell his motorcycle, the Indian, for
No,
$1,000.
no, that's Rain. That's his thing.
Well, that's really touched Jerry Reed. Iron here. It really touched him. "You would do that, huh?" He goes, "Yes, I would do that." They're like good friends.
Oh man.
Now we're about to see this actor. He only shows up like 2 times in the film, but he's a Canadian actor. They all are, but he was in Meatballs.
I was going to say, like, I'm surprised they made a movie in Canada and Harold Ramis or John Candy didn't
Wasn't a
show up in the
part of it.
70s.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Especially the year. Yeah, they were probably doing their own thing at this time. He was also in Cagney and Lacey, and he was
Mm.
voicing King Koopa in the Super Mario Brothers Super
Okay.
Show.
All right. Hang on. Let me get
There he
the.
is.
All right. Hang on. I want to hear King Koopa. So let's get the studio audio up. I'll get you, Mario.
6 grand fully loaded. You haul it, you sell it, you have a ball. And I got no headache.
So the point is there that you take all the risk. I'll sell it to you and I'm
Uh-huh.
done. I'm done. I'm paid. You own some booze.
King Koopa. Is he Bowser?
I have no idea. He was also Sam in the Adventures of Sam and Max Freelance Police. Apparently that was a big show.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I know the video game Sam and Max. It was a graphic text adventure where you would click around stuff.
Uh-huh. Now this is a very famous Canadian country singer.
Okay.
And her band is very, very famous too.
Again, the director's using the mirrors to tell the story, right? Like you could see them perform. They have an
Oh,
actual band there.
interesting.
Oh no, yeah. I mean, you
You know-
have a band in the room, and you show it through the mirror.
I did not pick up on this, and I saw this film multiple times. Okay, now Pickup shows up, and she's got beef. She's got beef.
Yeah.
You guys, I saved your
Saved
ass
your life.
twice. You kicked me out. You're not including me. So they're going to
I
have
saved your
to-
life in Mill.
Yeah, in Milton.
Yeah, at 7 a.m. A ton.
Now, this country star, her name is Myrna Laurie, and the band, her famous band, is called Prairie Oyster.
Oh,
She was the first lady of Canadian country music. So she was a big fish in a little pond.
yeah. And prairie oysters are testicles, aren't they?
I don't know.
Well, testicles.
What would okay, yeah. Oysters from the water, but it's a prairie oyster, which is
Right.
not the desert. It's like a
Right.
tundra.
Like,
Well, anyway, they were a country music group from Toronto, and they were named Country Group or Duo of the Year 6 times by the Canadian Country Music Association. I don't know. She's a big deal, so she got a part in a movie, and we should care about that.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I'm sure the soundtrack was available.
Yes. Okay, so now we're going to have the beginning of the true romance love affair with Pickup and Rain.
Yeah.
And we're going to start by dancing. But wouldn't you know it, this is a movie. So we can't just have love. We got to give a conflict. So therefore, some jerk is going to be like, can I cut in? May I dance with your woman? And of course, because it's a movie, Peter Fonda will go, punch!
Yeah, right. Cold pop.
Punch! Cold cock 'em. And that'll
That's-
start a big fight, like a Western when they're all fighting in the bar.
Yeah.
And they'll escape together.
Stuntmen
Wow.
call that a Wednesday.
Harvey, our bad guy, who we don't know is a bad guy yet, will be there, and he'll start to follow them. And now we begin. Harvey will be the heavy for the rest of the film. There he is up there in the balcony checking him out.
All right. So I was a little dense the first 45 minutes of this movie, but he's going to realize that they're doing illegal hooch.
Well, that's how he's going to get him. If they can catch him, you see.
So it's Smokey and the Bandit.
Well, no, because he will abandon that idea and just like want to kill them.
Oh,
Look, he's like, may I cut in? Hey, mister. Pow! That the answer is no.
here we go. And they escape, of course, and then everyone fights.
Right. And there's this funny scene, which isn't hilarious funny, in which they go get their coats from the coat check girl. They tip her $1.
Yeah.
Like they're on the run. Let's get out of here quick.
Oh,
Boom!
you got your coat ticket?
Whoa!
Whoa, that's some
There's
heavy
that
stunts.
guy.
There's some really good stunts in this movie. A lot of falling downstairs or
It's all
lifts.
practical effects. Oh no, he's going to cut you with the wine bottle. Come on, man. Come on.
That's not cool. You know I'm sober.
I got a knife.
I'm spinning it around
Whoa! He jumped across the balcony.
diagonally.
Pickup's
he look-
kicking butt too. He's fallen off the balcony because if there is a balcony in a movie. Okay, here where we get our funny thing. Hello, we had a good time. Yes, please. Thank you. Oh,
That
here.
is cool.
Keep this for yourself. And then they run away.
Now, any which way but loose, because I was thinking about it, because he does look like a young Clint Eastwood when he's punching people in the bar.
Any Which Way with Loose was a trucking movie, but it was not.
Was
Yeah.
Jerry Reed in that?
No.
No.
But another guy we always see in our films was he was in two films we saw. He was always, I forget now. I better shut my mouth.
Yeah.
Okay, so now Harvey is like, follow him. I want to see where they're going. Look, it's clearly Milton. I used to, okay, that was not an erotica shop at the time. It was a
Head shop?
no, it was not an erotica shop. It was really just like a convenience store. But ironically, I would buy penthouses.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we
Canadian
had
penthouse.
Canadian penthouse. Yeah,
Well, 20% of the Playboy, the models had to be Canadian, I believe.
that was the law.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now he goes, you go to that hotel there and get us a room, and I'll meet you there later because we're clearly being followed. And she's like, whoa, a motel. You know what I mean? Like it's very forward. You go get us a motel room. Why don't they go? Why don't you take her home? Never mind. Okay.
Well, you know, they should do it in the cab and then put a little bumper sticker just to let people know that if this
is rocking,
don't come a knocking.
So
I gotta take a leak.
Peter hides. Okay, Pickup goes and get a motel room. Peter hides so we can see that he doesn't know it's Harvey at the time, that whoever's following them now knows they're at the motel. You see that Canadian light?
I did not see a Canadian light.
Oh, come on. Okay.
What the hell is a Canadian light?
Okay, you know, in America, you have the toggle switch on your light, you know, that click, click, the big thick. Like
right.
1940s
It says on and something else. I don't remember.
Right. Well, in Canada, it is a circle and it's a little recessed and it's either a click button or there is a toggle, but it looks different. It's a standard. If I went to your house in LA, I would have the same clicky toggle switch that I have here in Jersey. It's a
Yep.
standard across. Well, that's the same thing. Like, you know, a film is a foreign film if the lights look all a certain way, if the toilets are all a certain way, if the light switches are a certain way. It's just very much a giveaway that we're in Canada. Okay, now look, Peter Fonda knows that they know they're in the motel, but yet he stays in the motel. Why?
But also Pickup doesn't know. He puts her in danger, right?
Right, she's being put in danger.
Okay, so
Look, he's running like a mad dog.
he's like, don't take your shirt off. This is a PG movie.
Now, Pickup's getting all ready for Peter Fonda.
Right. Except, oh my
Look,
God.
yeah,
Damn.
look.
Didn't see
And
that
you will
coming.
see areola too. It's not appropriate.
I did not see that coming. Did not realize she was wearing that. Pickup's pretty cool, man. She's got like cool stuff.
Yeah.
Well, hello. But I mean, like, she's got a custom truck and like crazy lingerie.
Now somebody's coming. Now, why does Pickup think it's bad guys? Ow! Look,
Wow.
karate,
Yeah.
karate.
So this scene was in the trailer.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. I don't know if you could see areola in the trailer. That's a really good point.
Now, you see, this is what I'm saying, Mike. It makes no sense. I think we're being followed. Pulls over, sees that they definitely are being followed, sees that they see that Pickup is in the motel. So why didn't he go in there and say, we got to get out of here?
Right.
Instead, he has sex with her and sleeps there until, well, I don't think it's until the morning, but.
Also,
You
she
know,
spent a lot of time like lacing that up.
and yeah, he just undoes it.
Yeah, it's a pain in the ass.
Rude. Since it's a 70s film, it's obligatory that we see them doing it. But we won't see them all the way doing it because this movie is PG.
Oh, here he is, Harvey. Harvey. Harvey.
Now, Harvey's the bad guy, but I got to admit, he looks pretty cool for 1978.
Well,
And there
he
is
had that. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
there is this scene in which he like stops Jerry Reed's truck, and he looks so cool.
He definitely looks cool. The actor got an introducing credit.
Yep, this is his first film. He would go on to do a bunch of films, and I think you would know him. Let's see, where is it? Harvey, here he is. You would know him from Dark Man 2.
Which I've seen.
But you would really know him from Boondock Saints. He was in Boondock Saints 1 and 2.
1 and 2.
Yeah, you wouldn't know his other films. The Hounds of Notre Dame, The Last Winter, Glory and Honor, Resurrection, Storm of the Century.
Ooh, Storm of the, I remember. Who could forget?
Year.
Ooh, Storm of the Century and Man of the Year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what we're learning here is that the truth is King Carol and Harvey are in business together. Now, King Carol's the boss, Harvey's the money, the Harvey is the muscle, but he's got money invested. He has like 49% to King Carol's 51, you know, so it's like, don't forget, I give the orders. And he turns around real cool and goes, I don't forget that, Carol.
I just think it's stolen valor to call yourself king. You
well,
know?
He owns the place. He didn't steal.
He's been going to malls saying, listen, as your king, you should give me a 20% discount. It's disgusting.
All right. This is basically a touching scene. Like, what's wrong, Dad? And, you know, I could come with you. I could help. This is really dangerous and a kid can't be there. But I'm help. I could help.
He didn't help at all. What did he do in that last scene? Did he help Peter Fonda push a flaming car off the roof?
Duck. He goes,
thanks.
Look out.
Duh, son.
Duh, son. Dad, they've got guns. Yeah, I know that.
Oh, the shooty kinds? Ooh. Did your mother teach you about guns? Yeah, there's plenty of prep. He shouldn't go.
King Carol did a lot of voiceover work. Here he is with this hat. He was in a bunch of stuff for Marvel.
Huh.
1966, he was the voice of Thor.
Ooh.
In the 60s in Spider-Man, he was the voice of Mysterio.
That's so crazy.
And he would go on to do like voices in the Care Bears and stuff. He was born in England, but he was a Canadian actor, and he was on the TV show Friday the 13th a lot. But this is his big thing. He was the dad on Swiss Family Robinson.
Yeah, nice. Well,
Yeah.
the Friday the 13th, the television show was definitely shot in Canada.
Oh, okay. That
Yeah.
makes sense. He's
Yeah.
totally a Canadian actor. Let's turn up the volume because he's going to do that. I'm the boss.
That's one thing I never forget.
That's all. That's enough.
All
He's
right.
a cool dude.
He is a
right?
cool dude. Yeah, for sure.
And he's heartless.
He-
By the
he's-
way, we're perfectly synced because when you turn up the sound, his lips did. I know, King.
Well, you know what? I'm getting used to the studio and how to turn unmute and unmute the sound.
Yeah, let's give a shout out to the studio of Mutiny Radio.
Yeah.
I mean, FM here in the Mission District.
Here, deep in the Mission District, Florida,
You should-
21st. You can't miss it.
Listen, come on down, be part of the shows. They're fantastic.
They're fantastic.
They got
Friday.
Joke Workshop.
Oh, did you see that little the cat running away?
Was it a skunk?
A bunny?
I watched this film a lot of times. I never saw that. But look at his gun. Look at that.
Yeah.
It's
he's got-
overkill. It is overkill.
Well, having a lit cigarette in your mouth as you put it in a clip is overkill.
Well, he's cool guy. You know?
Yeah, you can't help it. You can't help it.
Now look, she's like, give me affection, and she's like, give me a break.
Give me a sandwich. What?
Whoa!
Did you know they're making an animated version of Married with Children? How can you do that without a live studio audience?
That
It's
is
gonna,
stupid.
yeah, woo.
I heard about that, but this time they're going to make it a comedy. Doing it.
I'm using that at the open mic.
Actually, I will use that at the open mic. Okay.
Yeah.
What is it? Married with Children
PG-13.
cartoon, but this time it's going to be a comedy. Okay.
I think it's funny.
Do that. Whoa!
Whoa.
Sort of accident. Did you see that? There was a crash.
No accident.
right down
There was a
here. Whoa, we almost
Whoa.
saw Ariel. Okay, now she sees that bad guys are coming. Now, is it daytime or nighttime? They didn't
It's
sleep all.
post-coital. It was pre-coital. Now it's post-coital.
Oh, okay, okay. So he's like, Rain, men are coming. Rain, they have machine guns. And Rain's like, what? He wakes up.
Oh, no, he's not going to do that 5 more minutes Ma thing.
Right.
Oh, give it up for Pickup.
Man, oh man, I
Man,
shove
oh,
it.
Shavitz.
He is just
What a
young,
lucky
and
dog.
beautiful, perfect skin. She's got her own
Testify.
truck with the back. She'll wear that outfit for you.
Yeah, right.
She wears no bra in cold rooms. She's a keeper. Now look at this. Why would he just go in there and shoot them to death? Why?
Yeah. Well, no, they're I don't know.
When
Is
he
it
was
really
with
worth
King
it?
Carol, he was saying, this guy's different. This guy's not going to lay down to us. This guy's going to be an example to the other truckers, and they're going to revolt against us.
So that's the reason why they have to kill the guy, because he would be
I
an example.
guess.
It's not that like he's going to kill the guy and then be like, okay, business as usual.
Now, for some reason, they are chasing Harvey now. Why? Why?
Payback. Oh, look, there's some other people. Maybe someone else in the motel heard it. No. Look, no one heard it.
Once again, they won't call the cops or make a big deal or anything. They're not going to pay their motel bill, and including all the damage.
Nobody in the motel was there. I think there's someone on the porch, but
Now, since look, his lights are off, and they will stay off even though he's on busy streets.
Mr. Burger. I could go for Mr. Burger.
Now, I really think we're in Toronto now because King Carol is in Toronto, and you can see that tower. Okay, so now he knows that Harvey works for King Carol. He's not an independent. Well, I mean, he is a trucker who works for King Carol, but now he knows he's the muscle. Now, why is Harvey a trucker if he has enough money to invest in half of King Carol's business? I don't get it.
Well, maybe he's just a trucker with a hustle. That's all.
There's so much in this movie I don't get. Why isn't he in the office with King Carol if he owns half the company?
This is the coolest mobile. It has like a gun in the glove compartment and like
Yeah. She's a keeper, man.
pickup.
Mm,
Got the hookup with the pickup.
Now, once again, yeah, well, her name was Pickup because she never gets picked up. That nobody can pick her up. That's the okay.
And that's why she
now-
painted on the car?
yeah, that's her name. Look, he handles a barbed wire fence like nothing. Look at that. Peter Fonda. That might be a stunt person.
Yeah, that's really impressive. These stunts are really impressive.
Now, here's the skipper from Gilligan's Island.
No, shut up.
No, it's not. The alarm goes off. Somebody has breached the perimeter. So King Carol's getting a phone call.
He sleeps with a bolo tie?
I didn't even notice that. Look at that 70s lamp
Oh my god.
and a fake plant.
Oh yeah, he was drinking and taking
He's drinking
pills.
champagne.
Those are prescription next to it.
Oh, he was
Taking
drinking
lewds.
and taking pills.
Yeah.
How can he function right now?
Dude, he better have a prostitute in that room.
Right. It is bad form.
It's bad
It's
for him
simply
to take.
not done to take pills, drink champagne, and you don't have a process. Okay, now we're at the Toronto
DD.
seaport.
Yeah,
and there's
it's obvious. There's no.
Minnow, the USS Minnow.
Maybe they just kept driving north. Diesel power.
Now, check this out. It's got to not be Peter Fonda. It's got to be a stuntman. But you see those hooks?
Yeah.
He uses it like a grappling hook to get into. I don't really understand why he's infiltrating their warehouse at all. Like, what is he doing? I don't get why he wants to break in now that he found out that Harvey works for Carol. I don't get it.
Well, they try to kill him, right? So isn't he trying to
I guess.
get revenge? This is pretty cool.
Look what happens. Yeah. Now, check this out. That's got to be a stuntman. That's got to be a stuntman.
I just saw the Batman. There's better stunts in this movie. And there's a lot of stunts.
Look how wrong his other hand is. He's clearly not dangling. He's
Oh, right. Yeah. Well, God bless. There's only so much I want Peter Fonda to go through.
You know, it's night and day, his acting in this and 92 in the Shade. He just walked through 92 in the Shade with no emotion. Horrible, horrible. Maybe he thought he was doing his character, but it translated into, I'm not going to act. This is night and day. He is a full...
Well, you know what I'm going to say. Don't you think it's because of the director?
I don't know. You know, Mike, speaking of that director, there's a movie in that guy. I don't mean the movies he made. I mean the story.
The story's
him
fascinating. The director,
married
92.
And having married with a second woman, like in the marriage, right? He had threesomes all the time.
Yeah.
He wrote that book, 92 in the Shade. He makes the movie, and then he cheats with Margot Kidder and dumps his threesome and marries Margot Kidder, takes her to Montana where he lives, ruins her life, essentially.
Yeah.
They have the breakup because of Superman. She gets the role in Superman. But meanwhile, now she lives in Montana for the rest of her life. She has children. She commits suicide at 62. And she tells her friends to feed her to the wolves. You remember?
Yeah.
There's a movie in that story.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. The director, 92 in the Shade. It's so what a story. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I think I would name that movie like Trainwreck.
I think I would name that movie National Lampoon's Trainwreck.
Uh-huh. Oh,
yeah.
We got to do open micers. We never even talk about it anymore.
I know we don't. Our spec script. Spec script.
Well,
no, we just wanted to show it to you. We don't want to
pay
make
the money for the National Lampoon moniker. That film's as good as made.
Yeah. Oh, we are in like Quinn.
Look at this, man.
Yeah, it's really impressive stunts. I mean, this is eating up a lot of film time too.
Wait, did you say in like Flynn or Quinn?
I said Quinn, and then I said
Anthony Quinn. When it comes to girls, Anthony Quinn is not in.
Isn't in like Flynn is because Errol Flynn liked
Yeah.
underage girls?
Always got the underage. I don't know. It's because he was popular, like the late with the ladies, and he was in. He was in.
In what?
He was like, there's a girl at the bar. You're not going to get her, but Errol Flynn could easily. So if you, oh no, I'm in like Flynn. Look at that
What's that?
spool.
Yeah. Well, this movie's unspooling.
Okay, now it was dumb for her to stay there because now she's going to get kidnapped. It makes no sense.
How did they know it was her truck? What gave it away?
What other? You keep calling it a truck.
It's a what? It's a car?
No, but the thing is, it is a truck, but this is a trucker movie, so that means an 18-wheeler, you know?
Oh, shit. No admittance. I got to turn
Oh,
back.
God.
God damn it. Movie's over.
Oh, what a waste of time. I scaled the wall.
I climbed the scale of the wall.
No admittance.
Uh-oh.
Nice. Oh, by the way, this is considered a trucker movie, and all those movies about those websites about truckers, they reference that. Yeah, I got a lot of my detail from. Now, look, they go and kidnap her. Why did she stay there?
Wasn't she like the getaway car? Like getaway guy?
Yes, but why not drive away, keep passing it or something?
It's like gonna discover bodies or something. They're pod trucks.
This makes no sense why he's in there. What's his goal? Why does he have a gun? What is he looking for? There's nothing for him to find. He knows they're after him, so he goes into the beehive. It doesn't make sense.
Isn't it just simple vengeance? He's going to shoot up Harvey and King Carol?
Then let us know that, I guess, so that as a viewer, we've got an excuse, a reason he's in there. I don't know.
Super seal. Carl, I got to get some coffee. I'll be right back.
Okay, well, you should have poured it before the show like me. Look at this mug right here. I had to plug in my router. That's why I excused myself, but it was technical for the show. It was important. That's clearly row S, okay? They must have 26 rows, and that is the 18th row. What was it? AT20, QRST. And the 19th row. Now, here we have the coolest guy in 1978, Harvey, giving orders. He's in here. You guys, close that door. You guys, surround him from here. You guys, come with me. They're looking for him. They're looking for him. I smell rain in here. Whoa! Lights are out. They think they found him because here comes an 18-wheeler right at them. Here comes an 18-wheeler right at the bad guy.
Get the truck out of here.
They clearly found P. Get the truck out of here. What the truck?
You gotta be trucking kidding.
Don't shoot that truck. I invested $18,000 in that truck.
Yeah, what's up with that?
Nothing will stop Peter Fonda from driving forward.
Oh, eep, eep, eep.
How embarrassing. No one was in the horns going too, just to hurt their ears.
Oh, no one's in there?
He's got the
Tapia.
his El Camino.
All the supplies are in like half English, half French.
Yeah, in this American movie. It's so obvious he's not in there. Of course, the cool guy, Harvey's the one. Freeze! So you can see the monkey wrench is making the horn go.
Oh.
So he's pissed.
And the hat is like his signature, like he's a cat burglar.
That's right. It was me, Cat Trucks. Look at him.
I can't believe the star of the movie, Jerry Reed, did that. It was me.
What? I'm the star.
I'm the star. I'm top billing. That's right. He is top billing.
He's calling up, Dad, did you see my movie? Dad, did you see my... Oh, sorry, son.
Trying to bail out your daughter right now. My daughter.
Look how he just handles those barbed wire. Okay, they're really, really rough with her. Yeah. I mean, they are. And I know they're acting and everything, but it's
Oh,
see
it's a
that?
70s movie,
Yeah.
right? People pay to see that.
Yeah, I guess so. He goes, "Where is he?" He goes, "He got away." Now,
Harvey.
because they're gonna fight.
Oh, really? That's not professional.
You're not turning up the sound? Did you
Oh
miss
gosh,
it?
yeah. No, I'm shit. Sorry. Right, I got it like King
It's
Koopa
gonna be
and
over. Just it's typical Spiegel.
okay, I'm ready, Carl.
Yeah, okay, good. All right, yeah, all right.
Oh, you know what it is? It's the studio. I tossed the thing over by the
Yeah.
studio couch.
How about it's your job to do this?
It
Did
is
you
my
just do
job.
it again? Did you just do okay, keep it there. No, don't turn the sound off. There's nothing.
It's King Koopa.
Yeah, and what he's gonna say is like, "Where are your friends?" And he goes, he goes, "Well, you should just keep the money." And Jerry Reed gives him a dirty look, like you have no loyalty, you liquor running dude.
You 70s liquor running dude.
He is playing the perfect sleazeball.
Jerry's a family man.
No.
Oh, the other guy, King Koopa.
King Koopa. Poor guy. We're just calling him King Koopa. Now, we know Peter Fonda is the son of Henry Fonda. I'm just saying because I mentioned it before. Younger brother of Jane Fonda and the father of Bridget
Yeah.
Fonda. Now, you saw Bridget Fonda show up recently, right?
In this movie?
No, she hasn't been seen in 12 years, and they caught her at a grocery, and she's overweight, not grotesquely, but really horribly overweight. They took all pictures of her, and Bridget Fonda says, "I don't care. I'm out of movies. I'm just a regular person."
Honestly, what does it say for us as a generation of movie viewers and consumers that people like Bridget Fonda, Cameron Diaz, and Gwyneth Paltrow have to retire? Like there's
It
a
says
certain
horrible things about us, but at the same, no, I'm with you, Mike. It's very bad about our culture.
yeah.
At the same time, though, why can't Bridget Fonda play the roles that who was in Misery, the bad woman in
It was
Misery?
Kathy Bates.
Yeah. So why Kathy Bates was never a young starlet, skinny and looking beautiful, and then you know what I mean? These starlets who
Yeah.
turn
Well,
that way, there's
it's click.
roles for them.
I mean, it sounds like clickbait too, where they're like, "Hey, check out, this whole
Yes,
like,
it is. Yes.
and we used to read National Enquirer, and they would have pictures of celebrities gone fatty, but it isn't anybody's business. She made a conscientious decision to not be
Right.
part of the industry, and that's the end of that.
Now we saw young Einstein.
Yeah,
There was another thing like that. They hadn't seen him in 15 years, and they saw him. He was walking the same dog that he had. The
this is
same
Yahoo
one.
Serious.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And it was the same thing, but they weren't embarrassing him. It was just a sighting. Okay, now he's driving. Oh darn, it's not here. It is. It's a white Western Star 4800 Wrecker, and it looks absolutely fantastic in blue pinstripes. Boy, the internet really cared about trucking sites, really cared about this movie. His El Camino gets referenced all the time, too. It's a GMC Caballero, the Chevy El Camino's obscure twin. So it's not an El Camino, it's a Caballero, the competitor back in the day of.
Well, the Simpsons had the big SUV called the Caballero, and they had a little song about it.
Listen, this is the scene in which I said, this guy is a cool looking guy with this 70s jacket.
I'm ready. I got my button on mute right here. My head.
It's okay.
It's over.
Here comes Jerry Reed. Look at him smoking his cigarette. He can
He's
handle
cool.
the situation. He knows what he's going to do. He's right in the middle of the road. Run me over, bitch. I know you won't.
Damn. Yeah, pretty badass.
Yeah, he has assumed the position. Jerry Reed's pretending he could. What is that?
What?
I'm acting.
Uh-oh.
Look at the Caballero's Canadian plane. Look, he's got the gun. He's got the gun.
Bununt. Dununt. It's like James Bond.
So Jerry Reed does the only thing he can do. Stops.
Well, Jerry knew it because he saw the guy pointing at a gun at you sign next to the deer crossing.
Harvey.
Oh, I keep thinking of the
Look how
honeymooners.
cool he is, man. Look at that belt buckle.
Yeah, no, he's badass.
He's got his black gloves on because he's gonna do crime.
I don't want any fingerprints when I do.
Look at the collar pop he's got going.
It's a badass collar pop.
Where's your friend Rain, Duke?
The star of the movie, he's not here.
Look at his shifty eyes. Oh, don't cover him. Don't show me Jerry Reed's butt.
You were asking for the backside.
Yes. Now look, Jerry Reed's no dummy. He gets a thing to club him. And
Right, he's walking tall.
hides it. He goes, turn around and face me, Iron Duke.
Iron Duke.
Look at that nostril flare. Click, click, click. You hear the gun cock. Pow!
Oh,
Shot in the stomach.
right. This is the 70s film. I forgot. The main character gets shot.
Yeah. But see, Peter Fonda really is the main character because now Jerry Reed will be out of the film until the end.
Well, this isn't the end? You shitting me.
He won't be out of the film until the end, but as an active player, he's out.
But we're at the end of Act 2 now?
We are at the beginning of Act 3. It's when he had the fight with King Carol, which you didn't turn up. That was our setup for the ticking time bomb, the race, I'm gonna get him. This is gonna be settled. Now his gloves had the knuckles exposed. Why did they do that on the gloves?
It must be a reason.
There must be, like, bending your.
Yeah, or maybe just wear and tear. Your knuckles wear them out.
They were factory.
Oh, you put like some brass knuckles on your gloves, and you're gonna see some wear and tear when you take it off.
Iron Duke, this is Rainmaker. Give me a shout back. Okay, so what's happening here is he won't be able to get Jerry Reed. Somehow he knows that it doesn't make sense. Somehow he knows that Harvey's after him. Stupid name for a cool guy, right? So then he's going to call in help from all the truckers at the Arizona truck stop.
That's like every episode of BJ and the Bear. I got to call in my trucker angels.
Now here's another dumb thing. He finds Jerry Reed hurt. Clearly he needs an ambulance.
Yeah.
But he doesn't say send an ambulance here. He instead will take Jerry Reed back to his house, and the ambulance will meet them at the house. Why?
Well, I mean, it's not like they have a citizens band where they can call yeah. He should say, "Look, get the ambulance over here."
Did you see his face emote?
Yeah,
Peter Fonda's a real actor.
Yeah, as a real actor, I get to throw flaming cars off a truck.
So he's now saying, I need an ambulance at the Duke house.
The Duke. There's Canadian Tower, right? Right there?
No.
With the awful, what is that?
That's a hotel. It's a hotel.
Ew, with that rotating restaurant on the top?
No, it's just a circle. It's not the rotating. The internet told me all about the prominent buildings. That is like a Hilton or something.
Oh.
Look, he takes the bullets out. Why?
Oh, he's not gonna write Peter Fonda's name on each bullet.
Look, he's put one bullet in. Oh, I'm sorry.
He was
replacing he was replacing the bullets that had Reed's name on them.
He only needs 2 bullets, one for Peter Fonda and one for the movie director.
Not for King Carol, because King Carol.
Oh, King Carol's gonna get it. Now, who's Larry? They're introducing a truck, third act. Who's Larry?
Larry's the name of the guy who owns this wrecker. This wrecker is not a. It got mentioned on those trucking sites.
Yeah. Now this is winter, of course.
Now look, they're back at the house in Kleinberg, and the son will now witness his shot father. Why did he bring him home?
I don't know. Canadian thing, I guess.
Now look, in Canada, they write things backwards, so you can see ambulance with. Okay, never mind.
Well, they do that in the United States.
Ontario plates in this American.
Yeah, I know. Look, they don't. We lost the script on that. It's obviously Canada.
Look at the uniforms of Canada.
It's Canada.
EMTs.
It's Canada. He lives in Canada. That's the film. Deal with it.
Not Arizona.
Listen, if we learn one thing from COVID, it's not all truckers are American.
Jerry shot down, loaded up and fired.
Yeah. Eastbound and horizontal. Yeah.
Horizontal and down.
Oh, he took Pickup's sweater.
Yes. Now, the kid has a bike too. His name's Tanker the Kid, and he's got a 77 Yamaha YZ series. Okay, now he's calling in King Carol and stupidly warning him, "I'm coming to get you, and I'm bringing truckers." Why would he warn him?
Why would you go on the public on a citizen ban and announce your intention to everybody?
Stupid.
Gotta keep this movie going. Maybe he's highballing. Sorry, I had that coffee I mentioned.
Uh-huh.
I gotta be careful. I can't spill the coffee on any of the studio equipment.
Very smart. Very smart. We don't want Pam upset with you.
Pam will get pissed off.
Yeah, as long as our checks are clearing, though, she might forgive it.
I've been in the studio where everything is sticky, or my favorite is like covered in weed. Like someone just, and it's like you rolled the joint and you left half of it on the sound mixer.
Thank you, by the way.
Yeah, right. Well, yeah, thank you.
Now, this was released in Toronto in May of 78 and Los Angeles of August of 78, and it appeared on television in November of 78. So it got its run.
Yeah.
Once they released it under the title of Death Toll. I don't know why. It came out in video in 89 and it never made it to DVD. Oh. Also, they had a working title during the filming of this thing, which was PF. Where is it? I'll tell you in a minute, but they decided to call it. Okay, all the truckers are rolling out to go and help. What? Peter Fonda's like, come help me kick this guy's ass.
We need a big old convoy.
Superb.
That's a convoy. Carl, that's a convoy.
No, you don't know the song.
I know Homer Simpson.
We got a mighty convoy running through the night. We got a mighty convoy. Ain't it a beautiful sight? You do know it. You do know it.
I know Homer Simpson singing it from 20 years ago. I haven't seen that movie, but I do know.
All right, turn it up now. Turn it up now.
All right, all right.
So what's your plan, King? We supposed to go out there with our hands in the air, just give ourselves up? Is that it?
What else can we do?
Ow! Oh, down he goes.
Not playing it your way anymore, Carol.
I like that.
You see the Laidlaw. That was in Canada. The Laidlaw in Canada was 17, not 16, 17.
Oh, you mean like how heavy your truck can be?
No, the age of consent. That was the Laidlaw. It was 17.
What's the load law here in this country?
They're more classier. They have higher standards in Canada, and you had to be 17.
In States, they call that the load law.
Yeah. I got off
the load.
That was
there she is,
Your Honor. But look, he shot the.
I know.
It's so stupid. Why? And look, why is he hurting her so bad?
Why is he putting a hot gun barrel near her?
Now, that guy did not sign in. He just drove through the gate.
Every man's dream.
Yeah. Canadian plates. Hauling through this. Then the director shows us the knocked down fence and they all roll over it. Look. AIDS drinking.
I should mention Death Proof, the Quentin Tarantino movie, has a rubber ducky on Kurt Russell's car, which is a reference to the movie Convoy.
Oh.
Because there's rubber ducky.
Why did we just see, like, the Teamsters have a union fight with the Scabs? Why? The trucks haven't even arrived yet. You see how they're fighting?
Yeah.
And it's the guys in the trucks. But meanwhile, the trucks are still rolling in. It makes no sense.
These people are fucking nuts.
Oh, my head hurts. I got a Care Bear appointment and I have a headache.
Right. Care Bears movie Take Two.
Now,
Pace.
Carol's not taking it anymore. Oh, he's shot.
It's about time. Yeah.
That's one of the bullets. Now, why does he need to take her anywhere?
If
Because
he knew karate, why didn't he use karate earlier?
in Canada, they pronounce it karate.
Karate.
Now, look how good she's acting like a limp. I'm a knocked out
Yeah.
person.
Doesn't seem very natural.
He got his gun ready, but it's really Pickup's gun. Look at that Canadian brick on the
Yeah.
top of that truck.
No, we get it. It's
Where's
it's
this
Ontario.
from?
It's
Oh,
obviously
the Ontario plates.
they're not pretending it's America at this point. It's obviously a Canadian film.
Yes. Now, this car is a nice car. They're not going to blow up this car in the movie. So when this car gets blown up, you'll see it switches to another car.
Oh, that's great. Well, they had to blow it up, right? You can't have a movie without getting it blown up.
Right, exactly.
Coleman's Laidlaw.
Right. Now, why do we see the Canadian brick truck driving? And then we say, okay, we're back to the USS Minnow the SS Minnow where he was
Oh, where
before,
Skipper was.
and we're going to see the Canadian CN Tower again because we're obviously in Canada. But here will be our Act 3 climax. And it's
Great.
dumb for many reasons. It doesn't make sense that he's running. I don't know.
It doesn't make sense. That's a good way to put this.
They're not racing towards anything. They don't have a goal to accomplish. He's just chasing them for no reason. But why would Harvey want to escape? He wants to confront Fonda. It makes no sense. There it is, the CN Tower.
Yeah.
It's so prominent.
Look at that hamburger. That looks like a double quarter pounder to me.
A double?
Yeah, you got two patties.
Oh, I see.
I guess they didn't have double quarter pounders back then. Or
Now
half
look, she
pounder.
wakes up. Oh, my head. Oh, wait, you're that bad guy, Harvey. So now she starts to fuck with Harvey and wreck up his driving. He goes, keep it down, Missy. Look, screwing up his driving.
Banana.
You
All
see
right,
how
go ahead.
set up the film?
Banana.
Okay, here it goes. She gets kicked out. So
Whoa.
ouch, ouch. He jumps out.
Ouch.
Now watch the car change. See?
Okay, yeah.
Boom. It's a pickup truck.
Oh. End of the
Now,
line.
he's got her as a hostage to say, don't move or Pickup gets it. But then Peter Fonda's like, okay, it's just you and me. Let her go. And for some reason, Harvey lets her go and then gets shot. It doesn't make sense. I'll stop harping on it now.
So you're saying then, like, the advantage Harvey has is that he's got her as a hostage.
Right. And so Peter Fonda goes, why don't you let her go? It'll just be you and me. And he goes, okay, that's good. All right, I'll do it. Yeah, I'll do it. It's a good idea.
And then Rain shoots him?
Look how cool he is, man. He looks like Logan's Run. He's so
Dude, he's like Scorpio, right? From
the
Scorpion.
Yes.
Yeah.
You see the dirt rubbed on his cheek for the film.
Yeah, he's cool, man. They got a good psycho. She's crying.
Yeah, and she's gonna cry when Harvey dies. It doesn't make sense. But okay.
This is the only movie that had one pickup in it. Sometimes they have to do a lot of pickups. Yeah, he's got that Scorpio look from Dirty Harry.
Yes.
All right.
He didn't go on to have a huge career, but he could have. He certainly was in a lot of things. He had a career.
Yeah.
Look at his stats. Looks like 92 in the shade. No emotion.
Oh, he's been cool, man. He's good.
Maybe his eyes make him cool. Both of them have that.
Yeah. Oh, this guy's got like a killer look.
Yeah.
Okay,
so there's no reason they're having a high noon shootout now, but they are. Draw!
If Peter Fonda is dead, then this guy can do his corrupt trucking thing.
Right. But why would this guy want to get killed over money? Okay, now look how hurt she is because it's awful.
Yeah.
And she's really doing too good of a job as an actress because it makes us feel like this is awful. And we're not supposed to have that. It's a feel-good ending movie. The bad guy's done.
That's
Peter
actually
Fonda's
because
the winner.
she's probably the most fun character in this movie anyway. She's
I
got
think
a cool,
so.
yeah.
More fun than Jerry Reed. I'll bet you he doesn't appreciate that.
Well, Jerry Reed's a family man. He has no time for fun.
That's right. As a matter of fact, when they were dancing in the bar, it was because she goes, "I like you guys," and he goes, "She wasn't talking to me. I'm a married man. She's talking to you. Have a good night." And he left.
He left.
Okay, here's our epilogue. Okay.
Oh,
And
he's better.
yes, he. I don't know what Reed's story's going to be, but Peter Fonda's going off to see the world again, but this time he's going with pickup.
Oh,
And she's driving. There's baby. Bye, baby. We're going to leave you unattended.
right. I remember that baby from the
Like,
first reel of this
yeah.
movie. Yeah.
We're going to leave you unattended like we did this whole film. You just stay in the kitchen.
Well, that's all right. It's a couple minutes.
It is. It's all right. Oh, a dog we've never seen before and a goat.
I know they introduced that goat at the last minute.
Surprise.
I want to know more about that goat. Oh, he's got his
Look,
motorcycle back.
yeah, because Peter Honda is giving the kid
Honda.
his Indian. What did I say? Peter
Honda.
Fonda. I said
Yeah.
Honda because of the bike. He's giving. Look at his teary eye. He's really an actor in this film. This film changed my whole opinion about Peter Fonda. I really thought he was a horrible actor in Easy Rider and Cannonball Run and 92 in the Shade.
Well, Cannonball Run, he was just having fun.
That doesn't count.
That
Yeah.
doesn't count.
So now up they're leaving with their Canadian plates. Bye.
Bye.
And our film is done.
Is it? Is it really? This is how it could end?
Ta-da.
All right. Well, it's not ending yet. And the no, we got eastbound. All right, here we go. Hi, rolling. Hi. Thanks for
Written by
coming.
Jerry Reed and this dick feller.
Look, the sun's waving goodbye. Thanks for coming.
Yeah.
Well, audience, I'm waving goodbye to you too. Carl, what you think of this movie?
I thought it was very good for your show. I thought that like you had said, pickup was the best thing about it. I thought that Peter Fonda is really an actor.
Yeah.
It was nice to be in the world of the 70s with their cool looks and everything. You know that's not true. They weren't cool, but if you're in 78, Harvey was pretty cool. I don't know. It wasn't a good film, but I enjoyed it.
I think I agree with you. I enjoyed this movie. If you know, sometimes you see movies that are fads and become movies, and you watch them later, and they're just not good. This one was pretty solid, and they also give a shout out to Radio Shack, which probably helped them out. We need a new Citizens band, new CB Radio. Go to Shack. I like this. I kind of like this movie. It was all right.
Yeah.
All right. Good job, Canada. Thank you, Montreal Trust. Look, it even says Montreal Trust, Carl.
They're not even trying to hide.
They trust that you will not shoot this movie in Montreal. Keep it in Toronto. Well, speaking of fads, Carl, next week's movie is a fad from the decade of the 80s. We just had, of course, 70s truck driving. Next week, we're going to delve into the world of 1980s wrestling with a movie, oh God, called Bad Guys from 1986. Sorry, the delightful Adam Baldwin. So the movie,
Adam? Did you say Adam? I guess I don't know that.
No, you know him. He's a troll on the internet.
If
I'm thinking of I think he was in Firefly. Yeah, you know his face. We've seen movies with him before.
Oh, when I look up trailer Bad Guys, I'm getting
1986.
Yeah, you got to put in 1986 because there's a new animated film called Bad Guys in the
Yes,
now.
That's right. Unfortunately, that's how funny is that? We're going to be watching Bad Guys next week. All right, so we are going to watch this for free next week. Bad Guys, precursor to Wise Guys, which is in 2 weeks. Carl, what a great guest. You did everything for this show. You researched it. You watched it several times. You wrote the
I hope you'll have me on again.
You want to? Are you free next week?
I am free next week. Could I go? I'll fly to San Francisco, go over to Mutiny Radio and do it
I
in
have
the
to
studio
hang on.
with you.
I'm gonna have to cancel my guest. Hang on a sec. Hi, Edward Norton. We decided to go with a different direction.
Yeah.
What is it? Because I'm difficult to work with? No, Mr. Norton. I have ideas. Yes, Mr. Norton. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, that has been our show. Keep listening to Mutiny Radio. Keep subscribing.
Please do.
Yeah, if you did it once, you have to do it again. We need to pump up our
Our
numbers.
goal is 1,005 YouTube subscribers. Be the 5th.
Will they tell us that?
They just say 1K. I don't know. It's probably in settings. I don't know.
Yeah.
Keep subscribing, please.
Keep subscribing. And we'll see you guys next week. Later.
Let's watch a full-length movie on YouTube with Mike Spiegelman. Let's watch a full-length movie on YouTube with Mike Spiegelman. It's been over 1 long year watching movies, bad, strange, and weird, commandeered by Michael. Hi, this is Carl. I'm Mike's friend. I wrote this song. My turn-ons are French poodles, Chinese noodles, and German strudels. You should follow me on Twitter. It's Jokes to Carl. That's the French duh, not the duh. Now let's watch a full-length movie on YouTube with Michael